Hello.
How about now?
No. It's your phone.
How's it my phone?
It sounds like you're. I just got off the phone with my dad. He did not sound like that. It's
Y-
definitely your phone.
Your dad's a loud Italian. Uh,
It sounds like you're whispering.
does it? This might be this thing.
Hello?
Yeah, hold on. Uh,
You like the volume down?
hmm. We might have a problem. Hold on. Hold, please. We're having some technical difficulties here. How about now?
Wow, there it is.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, well.
What happened?
The setup for 2 calls might not be working well then.
Oh, is that what you were trying?
Yeah. And I think when I had the other cord plugged in, you could hear me. So that's no good.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wow, no. I'm talking. You were at a whisper.
Well, some people like me when I'm whispering.
I mean, do you name names or no?
No. Good morning, buddy. What's going on?
Let's go. I don't know. You know what? How you doing today? All right.
Yeah, it's been a Tuesday. What are you up to?
It's been a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get the first ever Target walk and talk.
Oh God. It's like you
What,
can't
you can't hear
even.
me?
No. It's like you can't even take this seriously. You can't just stop and give your listeners your undivided attention for 20 minutes.
There is nothing more serious than a walk and talk at Target.
I beg to differ immensely.
This is very, very serious stuff.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, we're working off your list today, buddy. What do you got?
Well, if we're working off my list,
Am I immediately regretting this?
you probably will, yes.
Oh Lord. Give it to me.
I gave a listen to the podcast
Oh no.
on Monday
The weekend podcast Marco with Fat Marco and
with Fat Marco,
I. Yeah.
Grumpy Ben,
Yeah.
the weekend pod. I listened to it.
Uh-huh.
I'm concerned for Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
It sounds like that, you know. It sounds like we're gonna get the orgy at the beach it's being dismantled.
He came in so hot and flustered. He came in
Yeah.
he couldn't even put words together to make sentences. He was really upset.
The first sentence he said was gibberish. He was like, I don't even know what he said. He was talking. He said 17 different words and none of them went together.
He sounded like the Tasmanian devil.
Right. And then he settled in.
Yeah.
And this is your fault.
Whoa.
No doubt about it.
I
This is
use
your fault.
one fucking word and the whole weight of the world falls on my shoulders all of a sudden. Listen, just because in a joke, okay, just because in a joke I called it the Louisiana orgy instead of the meet up, meet and greet, whatever you want to call it. And then when we moved it to Fort Lauderdale because of the hurricane, I just going with my fondness for pro wrestling and big events, I called it Orgy at the Beach in honor of Bash at the Beach. And all of a sudden, this dude his life is in shambles because
His life is in shambles.
no, his life, not his wife.
No, I heard what you said. His life is in shambles.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said wife.
This is solely your fault.
Listen, hello? Did you fucking hang up on me? Oh my God, this is not good radio. Oh my God, what did you do?
I didn't hang up. That was not me.
It's not me. The phone's sitting on the desk.
Nobody's
touching it.
like the volume wasn't you either?
Well, maybe that was me, but this was definitely not me.
I didn't even hang out. I didn't even touch the phone. It just that was it.
That's what happens when you're walking, talking Target.
Are we still recording?
Yeah. That's that's still a go.
I feel like we should leave that part in now.
Yeah. Well, we're live, pal. I'm not.
Oh, so as I was saying,
Yeah.
this is your fault.
It's not my fault though.
Oh, come on.
Can I repeat what you said in our conversation earlier?
Go ahead.
how can anyone take this seriously?
Well, I mean, for real, how could they?
I mean, we're laughing as we talk about it, and every time
Right.
we call it the orgy at the beach or the Louisiana orgy, we're laughing, we're goofing. I mean,
Right.
yeah, someone might have sex in the fucking city of Fort Lauderdale, but it doesn't mean because I call it an orgy that Marco's going to all of a sudden forget who he is and start poking things. So I don't know how he's catching.
I get it. You're right.
He's catching
You're right.
heat for all this, but it's okay. It's my fault, but it's not. I mean, it's
Right.
I can't. I don't need. Now I'm talking like him. I'm at a loss for words here. I feel like you're blaming me, and yes, I did.
Yes, I am blaming.
And
you.
I did it, and I did it for the sake of humor, but I didn't realize it was going to put his relations with other people in his family at risk because
Right,
I
will
called
say
it an
it's
orgy.
ridiculous. Like if anybody's orgying, it's
Orgying.
gonna be me or you. The single guys are gonna pick up some of these nice single women there,
Right.
But he's married, and
Right.
I got another problem with this.
Uh-huh.
Somebody's listening to this podcast and snitching.
Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I guess.
He was I've never heard him that. I mean, it was a good. He started the good 20 minutes. I mean, he couldn't even get a sentence together.
Could we say he was in a tizzy?
Oh, he was in a tizzy for sure. He was. I mean, but listen,
Yes.
it's a joke. It's a
Yes.
joke. It's not really an orgy at the beach.
It is a joke, and I'm tempted to continue the joke, to be honest with you, because it's not my goddamn marriage. So
Right.
if I could get a few more laughs out of this, now that I know that it creates a provokes a reaction. Let's use that. Let's
Right.
use that phrasing. Between me trying to feed him chocolate donuts in the truck and talking about the orgy, at least I'll be able to keep myself amused for the rest of the week.
Well, I wanted to come on the podcast and be like, and act like it was real, but then I thought I don't want to get this guy any more heat than he already has.
Yeah. Listen, fun's fun, but I don't want to be the cause of a divorce.
I mean, that would be a really good story later on in life.
Yeah.
but-
Like 4 years from now, can you believe they got divorced over us calling it an orgy? No.
God, you know how mad he would be forever?
And the story then continues. Now, granted, a huge orgy did break out, but who knew?
Right.
Oh my God!
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, poor fat Marco. Not only is he fat,
Right.
but now he's getting in trouble for things we say.
Which is even now. I feel like anything we say,
Oh,
we can say whatever. It's going to get back to him.
Oh, it's
He's gonna
under
think it's
it's all under the microscope.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess we better watch our P's and Q's.
or do we?
Yeah, I don't
enjoy
know.
this.
Listen, I think by us dancing around it here, we've pretty much sent the message to lay off. We're making a joke of the whole thing, and
Right.
let's not file any papers just yet. So yeah.
And wait, here's the other thing.
Yeah. Go, please.
Why can't Natalia, his wife is invited. Like,
Yeah, well-
it's not like we're in some secret society here. You got to knock 3 times to come in.
Well, maybe
I mean,
that's not a bad idea. But look, you are correct. But I don't know. I mean, you and I are talking common sense here.
right.
I don't know if this is good radio, quote unquote radio.
Actually,
but,
listen, we better stop. We're burying him even more.
I know.
Now they're going to be like, now if they said your wife doesn't have common sense. No, we just
I
better
know.
stop.
I know, and now we're
This is
laughing.
getting ugly.
We're laughing at their concerns. and- oh, we're fucking terrible people.
All right, next topic.
All right, we're down. We're down to 11 loyal listeners now.
Oh God.
So what else you got on your list?
I mean, I don't want to continue burying the guy, but he needs a haircut.
Where
He
did
posted
this?
that video today.
What?
Because he posted that video today.
He didn't have a hat on?
No, he's got like the Jay Leno haircut going on.
Oh no.
It's like, like that Jay Leno. It looks like a helmet, but it's not.
That you're showing your age there. I mean, that's kind of a dated reference at this point.
Damn, I hit that point in my life.
Your 35 is showing right now.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
So not only are we laughing at his situation, but you don't approve of his hairdo, his haircut, which you just got.
I just made it worse because we know who cut his hair. This is good. We're going downhill here.
Listen, Listen, if you're gonna blame me for using the O word, I'm blaming you for bringing up the H word. So
he'll be divorced next week.
Oh my God! So if anyone listening has no clue what we're talking about, just listen to the last two podcasts. You'll get it. But
all right, let's get back on track here.
all right. It sounds like you're at a playground.
That's some little kid ran by. I don't know. He's playing with toys.
Should have tripped him. I mean,
I went down the wrestling aisle where they have usually the wrestling toys, and I mean, man, it must suck to be a kid because toys are awful these days.
yeah. I don't know.
This is no good toys anymore.
I don't have kids, so I haven't been down a toy aisle since I was a kid.
I always go look at the wrestlers because I like to see what they, I'm still the kid in me. They don't have anything.
Do you imagine your face on the doll?
Right. I was like, man, if only I could get one.
If only Ring Warriors could have become something.
Right. Lasted more than 12 episodes.
Right. Speaking of Ring Warriors.
Yeah?
You want me to tell the Howard Brody Ball story real quick?
I think we should. This is a perfect opportunity because I don't think I got anything else this week. I just wanted to talk about Marco getting divorced.
Well, you filled a good 12 minutes with that.
All right, tell the Howard Brody story.
I swear.
This is a classic story.
As soon as this goes up, I'm going to get a knock on my door. Okay, so
that's going to happen for sure.
So we were at my apartment a couple of years ago. I don't know, 3-4 years ago maybe. And I'm trying to remember what the event was because there were a lot of like people that aren't normally here, except for like the one-off. Like we have Royal Rumble every year, and since we play the gambling game with it, a lot of people come over for it and they love it, and we do it every year. Because Earl Mitchell was here.
Right.
Blake was here, which is a tough get. Jackie was here, so we know it was a couple years ago because he was still alive. So he's with Jessica. My friend Robert was here, and his son Ben. So this must have been the Rumble. It had to have been.
It had to have been an event like that. Yeah, I would imagine.
So this is, I think, probably before the event. Before the pay-per-view started, or at some point during it. And Jackie had left his phone unattended, and Howard Brody was calling. So I grabbed the phone, and Howard had already hung up or went to voicemail or whatever. And I said, I just said out loud to everybody, I'm going to send Howard a picture of my balls. Now, Howard and I have had a little back and forth. I don't think he likes me that much. Whatever. I can't make I can't make everyone happy. It doesn't his opinion matters.
Right.
So I grab the phone and I run before Jackie can grab it from me through my room and into my bathroom. And now here's the part that a lot of people don't know is that Rob's son Ben, all of a sudden I'm like, I haven't even pulled anything out of my pants. I haven't decided whether I'm going to actually go through with this. I've just unlocked Jackie's phone and I've got the camera app pulled up. All of a sudden I hear a voice from my right shoulder go, "Here, use these." And I turn and Ben has like Baskin Robbins where he has grabbed them in his fist and they're sitting up top like two scoops. Squeezing them so that when you give them a good squeeze, they get nice and round. And don't need to get into too much detail, but They were pronounced in their full like egg-like glory, and I just swing the phone over, snap it, and send it away. And chat. And I come back walking in, and I didn't know Earl that well at that time, and he was I think he might have still been playing for the Dolphins at the time, and he's looking at me like, what did I do coming over to this weirdo's house? And Jackie's freaking out. He's like freaking out to the point where like his phone's tainted. There's been an electronic photo of balls sent through his phone. He's trying to like decide whether the best way to fix that is to use a Lysol wipe or just put it in a bag of rice or what. And and Blake's cracking up, and everyone else in the room's cracking up, and he's like, "You didn't really send it." I'm like, "I sure did," and and that was that. And then all hell broke loose.
It did. It really did.
Now, see, I don't remember. I think they were. This must have been when they were leaving because they left. People were filing out. This must have happened right, like at the end of the pay-per-view. And do you remember any of this? Because I think
I wasn't there.
Right. No, I understand, but the Howard side of it.
Right. Well, he called me like he was fuming.
Yeah. So what did he say?
He said, "Listen, you're going to complain because you're going to hear some scanning here in a minute." He said, I'm trying to remember exactly. He said, "You won't believe this. Ben Temple sent me a picture of his balls." That's what he said.
Right.
I mean, but in anger. Like he wasn't even like it was real to him. Like that I can't even explain it because it was awkward.
Yeah.
Because he was upset, but in a weird way. Like if you would have sent that to me, I would have laughed. It would have been over with.
It's like blah, blah. It's just a rib amongst the boys. It's kind of one of those things.
Which is and explain what a rib is because I don't know if people will know that.
A rib is kind of like a joke, kind of like a practical joke. It can be. It's used for like a broad variety of things. Can be a rib. It can be busting someone's balls, giving them the business. It can be shitting in someone's someone's shoe. I mean, it can span the gambit. There's mean ribs. There's lighthearted ribs. But it's basically just a goof, a gag, a joke, or giving someone a hard time. Any of those kinds of things. It's ribbing. It's a rib.
Right. And he was upset. I mean, you're talking about a guy who's been around the wrestling business. He's probably been around the business 30 years. Maybe even more than that, 40 years, right? I mean, I've been around 30 years. So he was, the phone call was, "You won't believe this." I said, "Okay, won't believe what?" "Ben Temple sent me a picture of his balls."
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, "What?" Because I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. And I'm like, "Why would Ben send you a picture of his balls?" And now I'm playing defense, not knowing what's going on because, I can sense how upset he is, and I'm like, okay, I gotta play defense here because this is gonna get ugly. And I'm like, Ben would never do that. And in my head, I'm thinking, fuck, Ben would do that.
This is the rib is that I'm ribbing Jackie too because I'm doing it with his phone.
Right.
And
Jackie would never want to have heat with Howard Brody like that. Like it would be because Jackie wanted to be everybody's friend.
Right. But the funny thing is that then he has to have that conversation with Howard. "Oh, it wasn't me. Ben grabbed my phone." Right. It's just like a hilarious scenario, which it was.
Right. So I think I didn't find out until he didn't call me until Jackie played the defense because Jackie must have called him and said it was you. That's when he called me.
I think he did it preemptively. Like he didn't even wait to hear from Howard.
Yeah, that's what I think. It was because it was Ben Temple sent me a picture of his balls from Jackie's phone.
Right.
And I was like, "What? Ben would never do that." And I'm laughing like like I'm putting the phone to the side because I'm laughing because I'm like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever.
All I heard from a lot of guys was they were just that it was just amusing to them, which is what it should have been to Howard. I mean, come on.
Right.
So he goes on and on. I think he unfriended me on Facebook, which whatever.
He did.
I mean,
He did.
I mean, whatever. And he made this huge to do of it. But in the meantime, he never took it off his phone. In fact, he saved it to his
Right.
his images and was then
Because I've gotten this picture before, like after, like
Yeah.
recently.
he was like oh really? Because this was like 3 years ago at least.
I'm talking probably sometime in 2019.
Wow.
I saw a picture of those balls again.
Wow. See,
And it had nothing to do, like he just sent the picture of the balls, as if he saved this picture of balls.
right. It went into the ball folder.
Right, like he actually probably has a folder of balls.
Right. So two things are funny about this. He was making such a huge stink about it, and then he was making a stink to everyone about my balls. And I'm like thinking, technically,
Right.
they're not even mine. They're another man's balls.
But he didn't know that.
Right. Well, I don't know that he didn't. I think even if someone corrected him, I think he just stuck with the narrative because it
Right.
fitted better. So I think we at one point I don't remember if I had patched up with him a little bit, and by patched up I mean like he finally, after all this, at one point he was like he finally admitted, I think in someone's thread, yeah, it was a funny rib. I give up.
He admitted it to, I want to say, me and Blake.
Yeah, like he was trying to make a big deal of it, and you guys were like, "Listen, that was hilarious. Stop it." And he was like, "All right,
Right.
you're right." So when he almost like to the second after he conceded that was when I got that picture of him in the did I Photoshop him into a picture, or was it a picture of him in like a holiday sweater, one of those holiday ugly sweater photos?
No, that's an actual real picture.
Okay.
You just added, yeah, that was a real
It
picture.
was a real picture of him, and maybe he was holding a cat or something. And instead, I took the
Holding a cat.
I photoshopped the balls into like his arm, like he was cradling him. and I don't remember what I wrote. Like I made it like a Christmas card where it said like a happy Ballmas or Christmas balls or
He
something.
probably still has it.
He probably does.
He probably sends that out as his Christmas card every year.
Yeah.
And he's Jewish.
Right. So
Yeah.
But man, did he bring that up for like
Yeah.
I'd say a good 3 years.
And I remember the day he refriended you because he called and told me, he goes, I refriended Temples. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it's been long enough, and I found out it wasn't even his balls. That's when I think came to admit. And I said, I told you he wouldn't do it. He goes, fucking Jackie. But Jackie was dead by then. So
Yeah, I think that's what it was that like it was like we all went to the Jackie service or whatever it was
Right.
in Miami, and everybody shook hands with everybody else they didn't like, and a couple people put some water under the bridge, and I think Howard and I were like that. Even though I didn't have any issues with him, he just was mad that he had opened up his phone and gotten a face full of balls, and wasn't ready.
I mean,
yeah.
that was good. It's a good story. It's a good story. I almost want to call him this week just to bring it up.
I mean, if he calls you, you should bring it up. But I think that's we just have to have him tell his sides of these stories.
I agree.
The Vegas
I agree.
the Vegas car ride, the
Ugh.
ball text, and I just already and the fruit gate with the
Fruitgate, yeah.
the fruit gate, which are all, if you listen to
the
the
good
older
stories.
if you listen to the older podcasts, they're on there.
What else you got today? That's a good story.
I got nothing, buddy. I got a short and sweet podcast, I think, today. I've got shirts to plug. I've got
we got that. We got shirts. But I do have something.
Oh well,
but
then.
I was waiting until
Well,
the
listen.
end
This is your show.
because I'm willing to bury both of us at the same time.
I'm the supporting act here. If I've got to tell my stories to fill 20 minutes, that's fine.
Right, this is true.
But this is
Right.
this is your
So
load, pal.
let's talk about
Oh,
how we were both absolute fat asses this past weekend. And I will say I was a fat ass one day. You, I don't know. I think you went the extra mile again.
yeah, yeah.
So I'll talk about mine because I'll throw myself under the bus.
I'm not going to be.
But when I'm done,
I may not.
I need you. What?
I may not
You
be.
don't want to talk about it?
I may not be presentable at the orgy at the beach. I may just. They may just have to roll me back into the ocean so I can find my pod and join my.
You're gonna show up looking like a block of mozzarella. You ever see like a block of mozzarella? That's what you're gonna look like. A nice block of polio.
I am that pale in places, so yeah.
So
yeah.
I had my cheat meal Saturday, and it was 2 weeks it was 2 weeks ahead of time. Here.
Can we
I was actually
rewind just a second? You also had that terrible TikToker, your ex,
I did.
Your old tag team partner, Ricky Vandal there.
Yep.
So
4 or 5 days, yeah.
So you not only was he part of your TikToks, which I'm sure he got a huge rub because his are terrible.
Oh, he did.
His are terrible, and he has no followers. But
right.
But he was part of the whole eating extravaganza with you.
Right. So we went. He came here on Thursday. He got here Thursday night, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna have my cheat meal about 12 days early because you're here. And he's like, oh, cool. So Saturday night, we went all out. We went to this pizza place that I had gotten my last cheat meal from. It's called Crust and Craft. And I had gotten the fried chicken pizza last time. Well, that's off the menu now. So apparently they update the menu and add pizzas and take pizzas off and whatever. So they added a couple. Shrimp scampi was one of them. I am not a fan of that, so I did not get that. But we ordered, now mind you, it's me and him, his wife, his 5-year-old child, and my 2 children who are 13 and 15. So there's 6 of us. We spent $200 on Saturday night on food.
Wow.
So let me tell you how this, wow is right. Here's how it went. We go to Crust and Craft. We order a Philly cheesesteak pizza, which is a pizza with like the white cheese whiz as the sauce, Philly cheesesteak, like cheesesteak, onions, peppers, and French fries on top of it. Right. Then we order a 2 cheese pizzas, just to have the kids eat the cheese because my kids are boring. And then we ordered a buffalo chicken pizza, which is buffalo chicken on a pizza, whatever. We ordered fried raviolis. And that was our Italian portion there. So while we were waiting, we walked across the street to the new bakery and bought 4 cannolis. We bought 2 pistachio, 2 chocolate chip. We bought a brownie, and we bought some macaroons,
right?
Which I'm not really a fan of.
No, me either.
Then we went back after we got our desserts in the bag. We went back, picked up the food, got in the car, and on the way to the house, stopped and got sushi. We got whole platters of sushi. It was $200 in food. I ate. Me and Vandal split the Philly cheesesteak and the buffalo chicken pizza, so we each had half and half. I had an entire thing of spicy tuna rolls. I had all the fried raviolis because he didn't want them and nobody else did. So there were 6 fried raviolis.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then I had 1 whole cannoli and half of the pistachio cannoli. I was not sick though.
Can I tell you, my forehead's starting to sweat listening to all the food you're eating.
Well, but I was fine. I wasn't sick. I was like, I'm good. And I wasn't tired. I wasn't sick. Well, 45 minutes go by, and all I know is I wake up and he's like, I got a good video of you sleeping. Mm-hmm. I knocked out. Like, I was out. Yeah. I don't remember putting my head down. I was in carb coma city, like out. It was bad.
Fucked you up.
I I woke up from this and I was like, where am I? I was drooling, and he's like, man, you just like didn't even lay down. You just fell over and that was it. You were done. And he's like, here you are 45 minutes later. And I said, I gotta go to bed. I went upstairs and I went to sleep. Like I was hurt, but I woke up the next day. I was fine. I went back on keto. I ate a lot of carbs. I ate a lot of calories Sunday and Monday, but I stayed keto. But man, that was like carb city. Like I took an F5 on the carbs because
Yeah.
I was out.
Yeah.
It was brutal. So now let's tell everybody how fat you are, because you went on like a 7-day carb binge, didn't you?
Well, um, well, one
Oh,
day.
you're stuttering. You sound like Marco.
I did have some Chinese food and sushi. I also
Okay.
did have some Jets pizza, and they were not the same meal. So I did have those over the course of 2 days. I will say, like your carb coma, when I got the pizza, I ordered too much. So I
Right.
ate half of what I got, and then I was like fighting going to sleep. And then later, that was Saturday. I knew Blake was coming over, Marco was coming over. We were going to watch that AEW pay per view. I was like, I'm going to eat the other half of this, but I got to wait till after the pay per view because I know if I eat
Right.
it during the pay per view, I'm going to pass out like you
You were
did.
donezo.
Yeah, I'd
Right.
pass out on the couch like like grandpa on Thanksgiving, So, so, so that's why I literally, which is, here's fat guy logic, okay? It's like,
Okay.
okay, I bought this stuff. I'm going back on my diet the next day, so I got to eat it today. So,
Right.
but I can't eat it now because I'll fall asleep and I want to be awake. I have people coming over, et cetera, et cetera. So the logic is now I'm eating like half a pizza at like 12:15 at night.
You're dragging it out. Right.
And then, but not even dragging it out. I'm eating it knowing that my next thing is going to bed. I'm not like, it's not like I'm eating it that I'm going to watch TV for 3 hours or that I'm planning. No, I planned to go to bed as soon as I was done eating. Who eat? You're not supposed to eat right before you go to bed. That's like
No,
terrible.
no, no.
But it's
Terrible.
like, I paid for this. I'm going to eat it. And I'm not going to let this bad behavior extend into the next day. And then the bad behavior extended in the next day anyways. So, yeah. And I cannot confirm or deny that I was good for Monday and then today had some bad behavior again. So,
Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened today?
um, yeah, I got home and I just didn't have anything to cook. I didn't want to go back out. So I just, I ordered some more sushi so
Why do I feel like this fat Marco psychology backfired on
it's,
yourself?
it's completely backfired because he's talking about getting a 220, and I'm like thinking, I don't think I can get on a scale right now and be in the 220s. So,
No, you're gonna be 320 come
no,
October.
easy, easy.
It's gonna be fat bastard at the beach. That's what we're about to have.
Oh,
This is insane. What's going on? Like you need to talk? Do we need to turn this into like a therapy session?
are we gonna have an intervention?
I almost feel like this is it. It's time.
Yeah, I don't know. In my head, I'm like thinking, all right, that's it. That was the last thing, and tomorrow fresh start. So we'll see. It's hard because he likes to hit Wawa right first thing in the morning and get himself a sandwich, and I'm like, oh well, we're here. Maybe I should get something. So
Yeah, but if you stick to keto, it's not a big deal. But
Well, you
just
say-
ordering sushi shit's
I
got
know,
to stop.
I know, but I think even sticking to the keto hasn't been working because I've just like Monday, even though like quote I behaving myself involved that night eating an entire fucking chicken. So I just got one Publix rotisserie chicken, broke it all up in a bowl, and just ate it as I watched TV.
Like a savage, like a savage.
Yeah, I had a little container next to me to throw the bones in, and I just ate this decimated, like this chopped up whole chicken that I had done in a big bowl. So yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me.
I will tell you, I did get a rotisserie chicken, chopped it up. I put it in a bowl. I put some hot sauce, some mayo, mixed it all up, and I did not eat the whole thing like you fat fuck.
Yeah, I think
I had a sandwich tonight on my keto bread for after my workout.
yeah, my workout.
You're not even working out.
No,
Like,
I'm not.
This is sad.
Well, I'm working hard. See, I have a real job, and
I'm just glad that the people listen are going to come see you, and they're not going to be like, oh, I really thought Grumpy Ben was going to look at. They're going to know. They're going to be like, hey, he's been eating like a fat fuck for 3 months. I mean, it makes sense.
what if I no show and no call?
That'd be rough.
You got to have something to talk about on the podcast the next day.
Now, I will say, people are asking. They're asking for you, but more importantly, now we should have brought this up in the beginning, but this is
It brings a full circle.
somebody asked if Marco was coming. They're like,
Mhm.
is Fat Marco coming?
See,
And they didn't even ask. They said, Fat Marco needs to come.
see,
Orgy at the beach.
this is a problem. You're kind of starting it up again. Because unless
Yeah,
this
that's the
was a
point.
guy that said Fat Marco has to come.
Oh, no, she was a she.
Okay. See, I feel like this
She
is.
said the broad shoulders and the Jay Leno haircut do it for her.
You're now conflating like four things. But yeah. Even Marco.
Well, I'm excited. October 16th through the 18th. I'm pumped. I'm going to drive down with Mark James. We don't have a hotel or anything yet. I really don't know what we're doing.
Get a
where we're
room-
going.
get
we're
a
winging
room.
this.
Get a room at the Hard Rock.
It's like $240 a night.
Dude, why are you such a cheap fuck? No, seriously.
What do you think I'm made out of money?
I know you make a lot more than I do, and I wouldn't blink at paying that. So
I'm trying to retire at 45, pal.
people, message him and tell him to stop being a cheap fuck.
This is ridiculous.
It really is. You are right. It is absolutely ridiculous. Just get a room there.
What are we going to do? Now, this is something just on top of this.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? We got to do something special for people who show up wearing our shirts.
You're going to do a TikTok with him, aren't you? I
We're
don't
going to do
know.
a TikTok. We're going to take a group picture.
Uh-huh.
I think we should do that.
Okay. I don't know.
But
Maybe people could suggest something, but
And shirts will be for sale there,
oh my God.
right?
Sure.
What do you mean, sure? You're the merch guy.
Am I going to be walking around all weekend with a giant bag on rollers?
Right, we're going to give you
Oh,
like
no.
one of the guys at the stadium. You're going to be like, shirts, $25.
Oh no!
Like,
Oh no!
That's
This
what we're
is
gonna do.
this is a disaster. What have I got myself into?
I mean, we got to sell shirts, pal.
I'm just your workhorse here, aren't I? All right. Well, we'll figure this out. Yeah. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, I think I will make a TikTok with everyone or
Yeah.
whatever they want.
I mean, you're not gonna not make them with anybody else, so that's not special.
I want to make just TikToks all weekend with people.
I understand, but I'm saying you're not going to turn them away when they don't have a Breakfast Club shirt.
Oh, no.
Right.
I wouldn't do that.
So that's my point. I said,
I'm going to sell them one first.
well, there you go.
$25? Good. Here, put the shirt on.
Yeah, you owe me 3. So, yeah.
I will say this podcast started off really rocky because I was in Target, I was shopping, I got beeping going on. I think it finished really good though.
It was terrible. I almost got triggered and yelled at you when that cart was rattling around when you were going back to your car. I just kind of gritted my teeth and kind of suffered
Well, listen,
through
for
it.
you and for everybody listening, since I got in my car, I didn't even turn my car. I'm sitting in the car off, sweating profusely. Literally, it's dripping down my ass crack right now because I didn't want any noise. So when you're listening to this, I want you to be like, wow, well, he went the extra mile to end this podcast.
He
For the
really,
last
you
20
really
minutes.
suffered for your art there.
I suffered for art.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
I don't got anything else. Buy some shirts.
Yeah, you got to work on your pitch, pal. All
Yeah.
right. Well, we got another one for Friday, so we'll. I guess I've got to figure out this wiring situation.
I
Since
know. I want to have a guest on.
I know,
I've got two lined up.
I understand, but I got to make this work. I don't. See, the problem is that you're on a phone too. Maybe the solution's going to be that you like conference call or something on your phone. I don't know.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, I'm the idea guy. You might be the
You
face,
are.
but I'm the brains. All right, bud. I
All
think
right. Hey, the
yeah,
podcast. I think it ended good. If anybody shuts it off halfway through, they're gonna miss a really good ending.
right. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
no, always a happy ending with Anthony.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.